Harlequin Audio is proud to bring you No Room for Error, a Lexi Carmichael mystery, Book 7, by Julie Moffett, performed by Kristin Heintz. Chapter 1. Nearly 5 hours into fighting off a multi-pronged and well-organized cyber attack, my back hurt. The muscles in my neck were knotted tight, and my fingers were cramped and aching. Plus, I had to go to the bathroom. But the fate of the city's electric grid was at stake, and I wasn't going to let it fall to a bunch of hacker thugs because I had to pee. Stopping was not an option. If I stopped or took a break, even for 2 minutes, it was game over. That was unacceptable, so my bladder would just have to wait. Protecting the grid was critical to the city's overall security since so many other sectors depended on it to deliver essential services. No way would it fall. Not on my watch. Not ever. I crossed my legs, considered my next move, and then took a series of steps to thwart the hackers. I was having the time of my life. My breath came in hitches as my fingers flew across the keyboard. The hackers were fast, clever, and smart, but I was better. Gotcha. I laughed. Okay, cackled, as the hackers encountered an unexpected layer of security I'd hidden. They had to stop to rethink their approach for a second or two, and that put me ahead, just the way I liked it. I'm Lexi Carmichael, and technology has been my life ever since I was old enough to reach a computer keyboard. Some kids carried around security blankets and stuffed animals to feel safe. When I was 2 years old, I had to know where the family laptop was at all times. 23 years later, my computer is a lot fancier, but not much else has changed. I was exactly where I was supposed to be, in the heated throes of a virtual battle, fending off a full frontal hack on my system while figuring out ways to make the crackers, hackers with malicious intent, who'd started it, sorry they'd ever picked my system to hack. I took advantage of the nanopause to lift my hand from the keyboard for a quick stretch and flex. Geez, my fingers ached. I began running another complicated trace on one of the hackers, searching for a weakness and determining the best way to strike back. Cybersecurity wasn't only about protection. It was also about deception, exploiting the vulnerabilities of your opponent and strategizing effective counterattacks. A complex orchestration of data, numbers, code. My heart beat in time with my fingers as they tapped on the keyboard in perfect tempo with my brain. 5 minutes, a voice called out. That's all we've got left. Buffer, buffer, buffer. They were splitting up and campaigning against me on 3 fronts. I reversed my setup, pivoting to confuse them as my opponents threw everything they had at me in a last-ditch effort. They were close to breaking in. Damn, I hadn't expected it to be this hard. Focus. Hold the course. I did a quick check on one of my traces and realized I was close to nailing one of the hackers. Someone had gotten careless in the past few minutes. They were getting tired, too, and had stopped working as a team. I could exploit that. I feinted an attack on one of my opponent's soft spots, a back-end administrative support device. As one of the hackers abandoned the attack to protect it, I struck at the careless opponent, tagging their position and causing a complete upheaval in the group dynamic as they scrambled to retreat and regroup. Time's up! Blowing out a breath, I pushed back from the keyboard and leaned back in my chair, stretching my arms over my head. Holy freaking crack, that was close! Wally Harris, one of my high school interns at X-Corp, the Washington, D.C.-based cyberintelligence firm I worked for, bounded into the room, pushing his glasses up on his nose. Close? Did you even break a sweat, Lexi? You freaking slayed us. Slayed is not the word I would use. You totally shut us down. I'd never seen half of those moves. You were prime, boss. Wow. I've never had sex before, but I think...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?